Hey, and welcome back to The Nation Podcast. It's your girl, Deanna Diaz from the Elevated Lifestyle blog, DeannaDiaz.com. And as a purpose influencer and entrepreneur, I promote better life and better business. Hey, this is episode number 3, titled You Owe Me. Welcome back, y'all. So good to be here, let me tell you. So today, we are going to talk about royalties. What are royalties? Why we're talking about royalties, how to obtain royalties, platforms to receive royalties or get put on that royalty train. And we also going to have a special clip from a personal business friend of mine. He's a really great guy. And I have 2 people, celebrities, that's going to talk about their royalties or what they have done for themselves or for their family to receive royalties. So sit back, get your pen and your paper out, and we finna do this. So what are royalties? Royalties are payments that stem from the owners producing different types of intellectual property, such as copyrights, patents, or trademarks. In short, if you're a creator of some sort, or if you own the rights to music or some type of intellectual property, you can very much well receive a check for that work over time. Why are we talking about royalties today? Because the great people of social media decided to post and share an interview on the African-American actor Jason Weaver. He has acted in several productions such as The Jacksons, An American Dream, Smart Guy, Sister Sister, ATL, and most notably, The Lion King. I also want to state that he was on Chingy's song, Give Me a Call If You Want to Come Roll With Me. I'm only one call away. You know that song where Chingy was in the background saying, You my baby. That song. He recently just did an interview with Vlad TV about why he turned down $2 million from Disney. Check this out.
Well, I guess when you first signed the deal with Disney, they offered you just a big upfront check with no royalties.
That's initially what they tried to do, yeah.
But you negotiated royalties.
Absolutely.
On it. How big of a check was that when they offered you the upfront check?
Way more than what they initially offered. I'll just put it to you like that. Like, when I got my first royalty check, me and my mom thought it was a mistake.
Okay, no, what I'm saying is, okay, when they gave you the first offer.
Yeah.
With no royalties at all.
Yeah.
Was it a huge check?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I remember it was like $2 million.
What?
Yeah.
They offered you a $2 million check to sing the parts in The Lion King.
Yep.
Not even do the voice yet. Just do the singing parts.
Just sing it.
$2 million.
Yeah, because they were on it like...
They were cutting checks like that, huh?
Well, you got to remember, they're coming off of...
Well, I guess you're the main character.
Yeah, and then they're coming off of Beauty and the Beast.
Mm.
They're coming off of Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Disney
had bread.
Disney just would write a blank check, huh?
They'll write it. And that was the thing that struck my mom. She was like... Because our agent called and was like, Kitty, they offered Jason this. And we were all like, holy shit, are you serious? I mean, you know, that amount of money to average middle-class family in Chicago in the early 90s, that's something. But immediately my mom goes, wait a minute. After the initial excitement wore off, she's like, wait a minute. Okay, if they're willing to do that, okay, so that's it? That's all he'll ever get for like the remainder of his life. They were like, that's it. He takes the money, that's it. She was like, no, let's negotiate royalties. Let's negotiate based off of royalties. And this was definitely at a time that when Disney wasn't doing those kind of deals.
Huh, okay.
Unless you were like Peabo Bryson or somebody like that, like already an established huge pop star that they had recruited. I'm sure his deal was way different than anything that they would offer a relatively no-name at that time.
Okay.
When they offered that deal, it was really just to take this money and go. Because I think they knew and forecasted that they were going to make a shit ton of money, and $2 million next to, hundreds, if not billions of dollars that they've made off of this franchise. Like, I mean, man, they got the Animal Kingdom in Disney World that's themed off of the Lion King. You know, they got dolls and t-shirts and video games. And I mean, I got a platinum plaque for a storybook that they released. You know what I'm saying? That was really just a storybook with my song in it.
Okay.
Wow. That was real deep, right? If you want to watch the full interview and listen to it, you can go to my website, deannadiaz.com, and check that out. Now we have Mr. Major Key himself. That's right, DJ Khaled. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, he explains how his 4-month-old son, Assad, executive produced the Miami Hitmakers' upcoming album, Grateful.
He is 4 months old, and he is the executive producer of this song?
Yes, so my son is the executive producer, not only of this song with me, Beyonce and Jay-Z, but also my new album that's coming out this year, my 10th album, and it's called Grateful. And he is credited as the executive producer, and, you know, his attorney has his points and royalties and everything.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Does he know he's the executive producer?
Absolutely.
He does. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's in the studio listening to songs with me, going over the business part of it. If the vocals are right, if the beats are right, if the energy's right, everything he's a part of.
That is such a colorful and inspirational man, I tell you. Again, if you want to listen to that full interview and watch it as well, go on to my website, deannadiaz.com, and check that out. All right, y'all. If you've been listening up to this point, I thank you. I really do. But right now, I need y'all to sit tight so I can pay some of these bills. And you know I'm going to be right back with you. All right, y'all. You already know it's your girl, Deanna, from the Elevated Lifestyle blog, deannadiaz.com. And as an entrepreneur, I want to tell you about this quick tool on anchor.fm that you can use to easily make podcasts. They have creation tools that will allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. And they'll also distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. That includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to that quick commercial break. Right now, I'm going to give you what I promised. This is my homeboy, the owner of Grind Mode Worldwide. He's going to talk to you about royalties and tell you a little bit about his business and how it can help your business.
Greetings. This is Dion Dupree, the CEO of Grind Mode Music Worldwide, Grind Mode Worldwide Radio, and Grind Mode Management LLC. Royalties are the payouts for copyrighted and protected musical compositions made by producers and songwriters. So Grind Mode Music Worldwide does have publishing administration, and we do collect royalties on some elements of music that we do have authorization to collect the publishing on. However, we educate artists on how to properly license and protect their music and copyright their music so that they can continue to receive royalty payments based off of the publishing of their music. If you would like to learn more about what we do and working with Grind Mode Music Worldwide, please email us at info@grindmodemusic.com. info@grindmodemusic.com.
So I got to tell you guys about 2 child stars who are still receiving royalties from their work at a young age. Zuck Ward, who played the bully, Scott Farkas, that's such an odd name. He's still getting paid for the 1983 holiday classic, A Christmas Story. He gets about $1,800 every 2 years, and it comes in Canadian money because it was shot in Canada. But he doesn't really use the royalties. He puts the royalties into an emergency fund for his mother. Another royalty receiving child actor is Reese Thompson. At the age of 5, he made his film debut in the 1997 hit Titanic. He played the part of the little Irish boy, a young third-class passenger who tragically dies with his mother and sister when the famous passenger liner sinks. Now, he's 25 years old. He works in the digital marketing field as a director at the Brian Head Resort, but he receives about a couple $100 now in royalties. Before that, he did state that when they started coming out with releases on DVDs and anniversary debuts, it was in the high thousands. If you want to see more people who have been receiving residual income or royalty checks, check out my Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see that information, that juicy check receiving information there. Now, here's a fun fact. Actors were not receiving any type of residuals, no royalties, and no salaries until the 1960s when Ronald Reagan was acting as the temporary president of SAG, which stands for Screen Acting Guild. He successfully negotiated a settlement with producers and the head of major studios. So y'all can thank Mr. Reagan for that. Here are some actors that are receiving or are not receiving money from royalties. Number one is every actor before the 1950s. Not getting a dime, not even to their family. 2, Drake from his role in Degrassi. He grosses an $8.25 check. Steve Hibbert from Pulp Fiction. He receives a $3 check. Vincent Prince, he's the creepy voice on Michael Jackson's song Thriller. Instead of opting for royalties, he decided to take a $20K check. Since you've made it this far, guess what? You've earned some free key takeaways. Here are the key takeaways. Number 1, you want to have a good lawyer. Number 2, if you are creating right now and you have children, go ahead and credit your children. It'll work out. Trust me. 3, get your work copywritten and patent or trademark. 4, consider the advice from the people who are already receiving royalties. So you know I'm always here to give a good reference. If you need more ways on how to receive royalties, check out my blog, deannadiaz.com. The title of that blog is You Owe Me. Did you enjoy today's podcast? I know I enjoyed giving it to you. If you want to tell me how much you enjoyed it or what you thought about today's episode, you can do so by sending me a message on Instagram. Deanna Diaz is how you can find me, or on Facebook. Again, Deanna Diaz is how you can find me. Message me and I'll send you my personalized voice link so that you can send me a voice link so I can play it on the next episode for everybody to hear. It's going to be exciting, so don't be scared. Also, make sure you check me out on all my links and on my networks. You can Google me by Deanna Diaz and everything will pop up for you.